Thank you, Jack. We got a supplemental grand jury report released this week, continuing to fuel questions about Governor Kevin Stitt's involvement in the early release of convicted drunk driver Sarah Polston.
Now, the attorney representing the crash victim says the political fallout from that case could also affect another high-profile clemency request, that of convicted businessman Brent Swadley. 16 phone calls documented between Governor Kevin Stitt and Sarah Polston's husband before Polston's early release from prison. The grand jury found no criminal wrongdoing, but concluded those records contradicted Stitt's public statements that he did nothing to help Polston. You're accusing our governor of lying.
Nobody wants to use the word lie, but let me tell you, if something's not true, it is a lie.
Attorney Noble McIntyre represents crash victim Michaela Borrego, who suffered permanent injuries when prosecutors say Polston, driving drunk, slammed into her vehicle. McIntyre says the public attention surrounding that case could now have consequences beyond Polston.
I think the worst thing that happened for Swadley was this issue. I think that there was probably conversations that Stitt was going to help Swadley as well.
Now it's time for Stitt to step in and do
Hey, okay, you got to stop talking.
But there's so much pressure, so much spotlight, and so much heat on the Michaela Borrego, Sarah Polston matter that Stitt can't do it twice. And if you look at the phone calls between Swadley and his wife,
I'm hoping that Stitt just does the right thing.
same thing. I'm going to get out. I'm going to be pardoned. Before the hearings even happened, you heard Swadley telling people, I've already talked to the governor, I'm going to get pardoned. I believe that was probably true. I don't think Stitt can do it now, though. I think the spotlight's on him, and if he does it a second time, it will be even worse.
McIntyre talking about Brent Swadley, the restaurant owner convicted of conspiracy and fraud in the state's Foggy Bottom kitchen scandal. Earlier this month, prosecutors released more than 500 pages of Swadley's recorded jail phone calls while arguing he should remain behind bars pending sentencing. In those calls, Swadley repeatedly referenced Governor Stitt and discussed hopes for political intervention. Family members can also be heard warning him the calls were being recorded.
Okay, you got to stop talking.
The governor's office has said Stitt has not spoken with Swadley about a pardon and noted that under Oklahoma law, the governor cannot unilaterally issue one without action by the Pardon and Parole Board.
There's always going to be an urge to use that for friends, to use that for business associates that might be able to help you later. It's always going to be incumbent on whoever the politician is to do the right thing.
McIntyre says his criticism isn't that governors have broad clemency powers, it's how they're exercised.
Tell the people I'm going to do something you don't like, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like I said, at least I can respect that even if I don't like it. Just don't lie to me.
Now, we did ask the governor's office, has Governor Stitt ever discussed a pardon, commutation, or other form of clemency for Brent Swadley with Swadley, members of his family, or anyone acting on his behalf? The response we got from Stitt's office did not answer our question. Now, Sarah Polston's case began back in February 2023 when she crashed into 20-year-old Michaela Borrego's vehicle while going 66 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. Polston's blood alcohol concentration was nearly twice the legal limit. According to court documents, despite wearing a seatbelt at the time, Borrego suffered catastrophic injuries, including a brain injury and a stroke. Borrego also spent 2 months in a coma. In June of 2025, Polston pleaded guilty to DUI-related charges and was sentenced to 15 years with 8 years in prison, followed by 7 years of probation. Polston served only 73 days in prison before she was released on the state's electronic monitoring program.
In early May, a grand jury released a report highlighting political connections between the Polstons and Governor Kevin Stitt. Sarah and her husband Rod Polston previously made major contributions to Stitt's campaign. Now, according to the report, jurors found instances of favoritism, including expedited Oklahoma Department of Corrections transports and Polston's approval for the GPS program. They say Governor Kevin Stitt contacted ODOC officials on her behalf. While the grand jury found no evidence of criminal wrongdoing, it called the GPS program indefensible, criticized what it described as favoritism.
Following the grand jury report, Oklahoma Attorney General Gittner Drummond released some of the jail phone calls between Sarah and Rod Polston while she was in the Oklahoma County Jail. A Kevin is referenced in several of the calls. However, it is important to note no last name is mentioned.
Okay, Doctor, you're saying he can't do the P?
Well, it has to go. He can, but he's got to get it approved through the pardon and parole board, and he's got to check and see if if they serve, quote unquote, at his pleasure, which means he can tell them what to do.
Governor Stitt fires back against the allegations he lied about using his power to get Sarah Polston out of prison early. The allegations stem from the release of that new grand jury report detailing 16 phone calls between Stitt and Polston's husband around the time she was placed into custody to just hours before the announcement of her release.
Fox 25's Rob Hagan been following the case and is live at the state capitol. Rob, you've got an update for us tonight.
That's right, Adam, Wendy. Governor Stitt says Oklahomans are being bamboozled by a political attack during an election year. But Attorney General Drummond says the facts don't lie, calling the governor's actions reprehensible. The most powerful man in the state and the one who's vying his job have been battling back and forth through the headlines. This after news stations got wind of the new report from the multi-county grand jury alleging political favoritism surrounding Sarah Polston's early release from prison because of Governor Stitt's involvement. Stitt fired back within 24 hours saying what this isn't is favoritism. A governor cannot single-handedly release an inmate from prison or issue a pardon. Don't let the state attorney general bamboozle you during an election year when he's on the ballot for governor. Attorney General Drummond responded hours later, accusing the governor of undermining public trust. Drummond says these calls, coupled with her premature release from incarceration, tell Oklahomans there are two standards of justice, one for them and one for Governor Stitt and his donors. But it's not just Stitt and Drummond fighting over the victim imprisoned in a broken body and the woman who smashed into her while driving drunk, who got to go home shaving off more than 7.5 years of prison time. The report also points the finger at the Department of Corrections. The report states this evidence corroborates our previously reported findings and deepens our concerns regarding DOC's GPS program and political favoritism surrounding Sarah Polston's transfer into that program. The latest findings build on the grand jury's May report detailing the aftermath of the crash. The report says Michaela had to relearn how to eat, how to walk, and how to talk. Krista Borrejo witnessed her daughter learn how to say the word mom again at the age of 21. Sarah Polston spent 73 days in DOC custody. Michaela Borrejo spent almost an equal amount of time in a coma. Investigators revealed civil attorneys offered to settle with the Borrejo family for $500,000 if Polston avoided prison. In a recorded jail call, Polston's husband discussed that offer.
And this is the price we got to pay for what happened. And we're going to pay it. And you need to think of it this way. You want to think of what you're doing for our family? You're making us $1 million while you're gone. That's what you're doing. Because for me to have $500,000, I got to make $1 million. And so we're not paying that $500,000.
And now let's not lose sight of what's most important in this whole midst of rhetoric, and that's Michaela Borrejo and her family. By the way, that new report was released just 5 days before the June primary. Live at the state capitol, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
Rob, thank you. Oklahoma state lawmakers are setting limits on who is eligible for the electronic monitoring system. During the last legislative session, state leaders passed Senate Bill 137 without Governor Stitt's signature. Under the law, anyone convicted of driving under the influence resulting in great bodily injury will no longer be allowed to participate in the state's electronic monitoring program. That law goes into effect November 1st. And that was tonight's Big Story Breakdown.
You can read more about the grand jury report on our website, OKCFox.com. Plus, you go to our YouTube page where you can watch all of our Big Story Breakdowns. Just scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.